Next we have Laplace transform of integrals. That is, if Laplace transform of f of t equal to f bar s, then Laplace transform of the integral of f of t, that is integral from 0 to t f of t dt, is equal to 1 by s into f bar s. Now the proof of the above here. First of all, we consider the Laplace transform of f of t, that we already know, that is integral from 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt. Now consider the Laplace transform of 0 to t f of t dt. It is equal to integral from 0 to infinity e raised to minus st. In the place of f of t, we substitute integral from 0 to t f of t dt. Then here we have two integral signs, therefore I will put a bracket here, that is from 0 to t f of t dt. Then with respect to t, so here we have with respect to t, therefore e raised to minus st. The place of f of t we have 0 to t f of t dt. Then again with respect to t. Now this is equal to, so here we use integration by parts. For that I will consider integral from 0 to t f of t dt as first function and e raised to minus st as second function. As you know, in this we will consider integral f g as first function into integral of second minus derivative of first, integral of derivative of first into integral of second. This is the formula, isn't it? Integral of two functions is equal to first function into integral of the second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second. By using the same formula here, take first function as integral from 0 to t f of t dt. Therefore, first function integral of the second, integral of e raised to minus st is e raised to minus st divided by minus s, isn't it, with respect to t, and the limit from 0 to infinity. Here the main limit is taken is 0 to infinity. Okay, first function into integral of the second, integral of the second function is e raised to minus st divided by, with respect to t, its integral is minus s. Therefore, limit from 0 to infinity. Minus. Now here this minus. Next, an integral that is from 0 to infinity, the main integral. Derivative of first. Derivative of first means derivative of this. What is the derivative of? That is d by dt of 0 to t f of t dt. Derivative and integral gives the same function, isn't it? By using that rule, we have derivative is f of t. Now integral of the second. Integral of the second function is the same function e raised to minus st by minus s. Okay. Now applying the limits. First the upper limit, then minus lower limit. Applying the upper limit, that is 0 to t f of t dt, the place of t substitute infinity. Here when we apply e raised to minus infinity, it becomes equal to 0. As we already know, e raised to minus infinity becomes equal to 0. Therefore here the first term becomes equal to 0. Then minus applying the lower limit, that is t equal to 0. Whenever t is there, we substitute t equal to 0. Okay. e raised to minus 0 by minus s. What happens here? 0 to 0 f of 0 e raised to minus 0 by 0 to 0 means f of 0 minus f of 0, that is 0. Therefore, this term becomes equal to 0. We will not consider it. Now the third term here, minus into minus 1 by s, that is 1 by s. Integral from 0 to infinity f of t into e raised to minus st. Okay, good. Therefore, here the first term and the second term becomes equal to 0. Here 0 minus this becomes equal to 0. The only term is 1 by s integral from 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, and which is equal to 1 by s into this can be written as our usual formula, it is equal to f bar s. 1 by s f bar s. Okay, this is Laplace transform of 0 to t f of t dt. It is equal to 1 by s f bar s. Using this, we can write the Laplace inverse of this 1 by s f bar s is equal to integral from 0 to t f of t dt. In problems, we can use this formula. That is Laplace inverse of 1 by s f bar s is equal to 0 to t f of t dt. In most of the problems, we will use this formula. Okay. Next, we have a problem. Find the inverse Laplace transform of one by plus 1 by s cube into s square plus s square, and second one is 1 by s into s plus 1 the whole cube. Here these type of problems, 1 by s into a function of x, 1 by s into a function of s problems can be solved by using the above formula. It is Laplace transform of integrals, or the Laplace inverse of, we have already proved 1 by s f bar s is equal to integral from 0 to t f of t dt. Using this, we can write this. It is L inverse of, consider 1 by s into, first of all consider 1 by s into s square plus s square. Whenever we have a function like this, 1 by s f bar s, we use integral from 0 to t f of t dt, isn't it? For this f of t, we must have Laplace transform of this f bar s, isn't it? Laplace inverse transform of f bar s. Here, Laplace transform of this f of t becomes equal to f bar s, isn't it? Therefore, here, or we can write L inverse of f bar s is equal to f of t. Here to obtain this f of t, we want to find out L inverse of this f bar s. Here in this place of f bar s, we have L inverse of 1 by s square plus s square. That is equal to, we already know that a by s square plus s square is sin 80. Therefore, 1 by s square plus s square is 1 by a sin 80. Therefore, in the place of f of t, we can write 1 by a sin 80, then with respect to t. Here 1 by a is a constant, we can take it outside. Now the integral of sin 80 is minus cos 80 divided by a. Derivative of 80 is a. So limit from 0 to t. Okay. That is, we have take minus sign outside and a into a becomes a square. That is cos 80. Now substituting upper limit to t, therefore cos 80 minus cos 0. In the place of t, we substitute the lower limit 0. That is, again we have minus 1 by a square into cos at minus 1. That is 1 by a square into 1 minus cos at. Okay. That is the Laplace inverse of 1 by s into 1 by s square plus s square. Now we want to find out Laplace inverse of 1 by s square into s square plus s square. Then in the second stage we will consider Laplace inverse of 1 by s square into s square plus s square. That is, again we can write L inverse of 1 by s into 1 by s into s square plus s square. Here this is of the form, again L inverse of 1 by s f bar s, and it is equal to, we know that, interval from 0 to t f of t dt. For 1 by s into f bar s, here f bar s becomes 1 by s into s square plus s square. We have already proved that L inverse of 1 by s into s square plus a square as 1 by a square into 1 minus cos 8. Therefore, we will write interval from 0 to t in the place of f of t as this function, that is 1 by a square 1 minus cos 8t dt. Now, integrating this, we get 1 by a square into integral of 1s t, then minus integral of cos 8 is sin 80 divided by a, limit from 0 to t. Here we will do the simple integration. Now applying the limits, that is, first upper limit, in the place of t, put t itself, is t minus sin 80 by a. Now lower limit, before that put a minus sign, 0 minus sin 0 is 0. Okay. Therefore we have 1 by a square into, the final answer will be t minus sin 80 by a. Okay. Now the third step for the problem, that is 1 by s cube into, that is the question, s square plus s square. For that we will consider L inverse of 1 by s into 1 by s square of s square plus s square. Here it again become this type, that is L inverse of 1 by s into f bar s, which is equal to integral from, formula is integral from 0 to t f of t dt. Again we want to find out f of t. For that we consider L inverse of, here we have 1 by s square into s square plus s square, that we already proved, that is 1 by a square t minus sin 80 by a, which will act as the f of t. Okay. So here we will write integral from 0 to t 1 by a square into t minus sin 80 by a with respect to t. It is equal to 1 by a square into integral from 0 to t minus sin 80 by a dt. It is equal to 1 by a square into integral, or integrating this function with respect to t. Integral of t is t square by 2, then minus 1 by a into integral of sin 80 is cos 80 divided by a. Now limit from 0 to t. Is equal to 1 by a square into, first applying the upper limit to t, then minus lower limit to t. Okay. Now first of all applying the upper limit, that is t square by 2 plus, here we have integral of sin is minus cos. Therefore we have here plus 1 by a square cos 80. Then minus sin. Before applying the lower limit, we will put a bracket also. Then applying 0 to t square by 2 becomes equal to 0. Then plus 1 by a square into cos 0. Okay. Which is equal to 1 by a square into t square by 2 plus 1 by a square cos 8t, then minus 1 by a square. Cos 0 is 1. Again, this can be written as 1 by a square into t square by 2 plus 1 by a square cos 8t minus 1. That is the final answer. Our next question is, we want to find out Laplace inverse of 1 by s into s plus 1 the whole cube. For that, consider Laplace inverse of separately 1 by s into 1 by s plus 1 the whole cube. This is of the form L inverse of, we have already proved 1 by s f bar s. It is equal to integral from 0 to t f of t dt. Here we want to find out this function f of t. For that, consider Laplace inverse of this f bar s. Here f bar s is 1 by s plus 1 the whole. Okay. For that, I will take the formula 1 by s minus a the whole raised to n. That is equal to e raised to at t raised to n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial. We have already proved this formula. Now we will take L inverse of, by using this formula we will find out L inverse of 1 by s minus 1 the whole cube. Okay. Therefore in the place of a we have this minus 1, isn't it? Therefore here using that formula we have e raised to minus 1 into t raised to n. In the place of n we have 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 factorial. This is equal to e raised to minus t square by 2 factorial, which will act as the function of t here. Okay. Therefore, we will write integral from 0 to t, the function as e raised to minus t square by 2 factorial dt. Or this can be written as 1 by 2 into integral from 0 to t. Here we have two functions e raised to minus t and t square. I will consider t square as first function, since we will consider in the product rule terminating the derivative of terminating function as the first function. The derivative of t square goes like this. Derivative of t square, the first derivative is 2t. You already know. Now derivative of 2t is 2. Again the derivative of 2 is 0. That means the function is a terminating function. Otherwise, e raised to minus t, when we are considering e raised to minus t as first function, its derivative becomes e raised to minus t into minus 1. Again e raised to minus t into minus 1 the whole square. It will be a recurring function. Therefore, terminating function we consider as first function. Okay. First function to second function. Okay. Here we take integral uv form, that is, we already know it is integral uv is first function integral of second minus derivative integral plus derivative integral minus etc. Applying that we get first function integral of second minus derivative, then integral of this plus derivative integral minus derivative means minus 0. Therefore, it discontinues there. Now the limit extends from 0 to t. Okay. Applying the limit to t first. Okay. It is minus t square e raised to minus t. I am applying first limit to t equal to t itself. Therefore, taking this minus in the numerator, it's minus t square e raised to minus t. then minus 2t e raised to minus t. Second term, minus in the whole square becomes plus 1. Then minus of the whole cube becomes minus, therefore minus 2 e raised to minus t. Now applying the lower limits, minus. When applying lower limit to here, this function becomes 0, here this also becomes equal to 0. Only this function exists. That is minus 2 e raised to minus 0 is 1 by e raised to 0, that is 1. Therefore minus 2 only. Okay, this again we have 1 by 2 into, we can take e raised to minus t outside or minus e raised to minus t outside, so that we will get t square plus 2t plus 2, and last term is plus 2. If you want, we can further solve it by dividing by 2, then the answer will be 1 minus e raised to minus t into 1 plus t plus t square by 2, that you can do by dividing by 3. Now one more question. If L inverse of f bar s is equal to f of t, then show that L inverse of 1 by s f bar s is equal to integral from 0 to t f of t dt. Now we have already proved this. The first part of the question is already proved. Use this result to evaluate L inverse of 1 by s into s plus a and L inverse of 1 by s square into s plus a. Therefore, the solution will take L inverse of 1 by s into s plus a test. That is of the form L inverse of 1 by s into f bar s, isn't it? It is already given. Therefore, from 0 to t f of t dt. Therefore, we will write integral from 0 to t f of t dt. In the place of f of t, we have to substitute L inverse of f bar s, that is in the previous case becomes equal to f of t. Okay, what is L inverse of here? F bar s is 1 by s plus a. Isn't it? 1 by s into 1 by s plus a. Therefore, f bar s is 1 by s plus a. What is Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a? It is e raised to minus 18. Isn't it? Therefore, in the place of 0 to t, f of t, we will write e raised to minus 80 dt. How simple integration? Integrating e raised to minus 80 with respect to t. That is e raised to minus 80 by minus a, limit from 0 to t. It is equal to minus 1 by a into first upper limit e raised to minus 80 minus the lower limit e raised to minus 0. That is equal to minus 1 by a into e raised to minus 80 minus 1. Or we have 1 by a into 1 minus e raised to minus 80. Okay. Now Laplace inverse of 1 by s square into s plus a. That is equal to Laplace inverse of, again this can be written as 1 by s into 1 by s into s plus a. Same formula, Laplace inverse of 1 by s f bar s. Here f bar s will act as 1 by s into s plus a. We have already proved the result, that is 1 by a 1 minus e raised to minus 80, which will act as the function of t here. So here we have L inverse of 1 by s f bar is equal to the formula 0 to t f of t dt. In the place of f of t, we have 1 by a 1 minus e raised to minus 80 dt. Okay, 1 by a is a constant. Now integrating this term with respect to t, we have first 1 with respect to t is t minus e raised to minus at divided by minus a, limit from 0 to t. That is equal to 1 by a, put t equal to t, that is t plus 1 by a e raised to minus at. Then minus lower limit, applying lower limit, we will get 0 first, for the first term. Then plus 1 by a e raised to minus 0. Okay, that is 1 by a t plus 1 by a e raised to minus a t, then minus 1 by a e raised to minus 0 is already equal to 1. Okay, it is equal to again 1 by a t plus 1 by a e raised to minus a t minus 1. That will be the final answer.